Alright, once under the hood you've got several fluids that you can check. First off, I'm going to start with your washer fluid located in the front towards the fender. This fluid here, the cap opens from right side to the left. You can fill washer fluid as needed. You can see that fluid filling up in the neck. It is a clear neck. You can see when you're coming full. There is a light that will come on the dash when that fluid is empty. Push down on the cap tightly. You'll hear it snap. Directly behind that is your coolant reservoir. Your coolant reservoir is a clear bottle, has bright pink fluid in it. You can see through the bottle to see what level you're at. Located on the side towards the back is the high and low. There is a hot and cold. Also in the front there's a full and low, depending on which is easiest to see, but they do depend on hot and cold. If the engine is hot or the engine is cold. If need be to add fluid, from the left side, pull up. There's a tube inside connected to this cap. You take this completely out, pour fluid in as needed. It is a super long life coolant, sold at our auto parts store. Directly behind that, you have your power steering fluid. It is located on the top, power steering fluid. This also is a clear bottle. You can see through where your fluid is at. This also has a hot and cold temperature level. So you've got hot on the right, cold on the left, depending on, once again, if the engine is hot or cold. To take this off, you're going to turn this cap quarter turn to the left, and then you're going to pull up on it. It has a dipstick also on it, so you can tell that way also. Add fluid right in here as needed. Put it back on, turn it quarter turn to the right. Also under the hood you've got your engine oil dipstick. It's located right here. It's a yellow dipstick with a ring. You can stick your finger in it, pull up as needed, pull the whole dipstick out. You get the dipstick out, you're going to be able to see the fluid level on the dipstick. The top dash here is full. The lower dash here, it's about 1.5 inches down, is going to be 1 quart low. 1 quart low, so you can have an idea. If you're down to here, you can add 1 quart and be putting it right at the full mark. If it's in between halfway, put in 1/2 quart. Put the dipstick back in, slide it all the way down the tube. Make sure you push it all the way in. To add oil, you have your oil cap on the top of the engine in this cover here. Turning it to the left, unscrew the cap. On the cap, it is labeled 0W20 for your 4-cylinder Camry. That is the type of oil you'll use, and this is where you can fill it. You can pour it right in here. When you're done, put the cap back in, screwing it to the right, tighten it all the way up. Alright, and on the right side of the engine compartment you have your battery. Positive is covered with a red cap that has a positive mark on it. The negative is on the right with no cover on it at all. Directly behind that is your engine air filter. Your engine air filter is in a box right here that has two 10mm bolts. One is located on the front, one is located directly in the back in the same spot. Take those two 10mm bolts loose. This box will lift up. Your air filter is laying inside. Take your air filter out. You can check on the bottom side, dirty or clean. Put it back in. Put the box lid back on. Tighten up the 10mm bolts. Directly behind the air filter box is your brake fluid. The brake fluid has a cap that is just a rubber fit cap. You just peel it off. It is located on the, or it is labeled on the top, brake fluid. You peel that off. You do once again have a clear bottle that has a full mark on it and a low mark on it. See through the bottle, you can see where you're at. This is not a temperature related fluid. This fluid will be what it is. No matter if the engine is hot or cold. You add your fluid in right here. When you're done, just push the cap nice and tight all the way around. Make sure it's snapped on, and that takes care of that brake fluid.
Well, I hope that helped answer your questions. And remember, visit us at www.toyota-city.com to see more videos. And if there's a video you don't see that you'd like us to record, please email us at help@toyota-city.com.